Hello friends, how are you? Welcome to your own channel Midu Study. I am your friend Ashutosh from I Am Indore and we are discussing marketing concepts in a very simple way. Friends, as you would remember, we are currently doing the fifth chapter of marketing, which is customer value driven marketing strategy. In our last two videos, we have already discussed about differentiation in video number 24 and target marketing strategy in video number 23. Today, video number 24 is the last video in this series in which we will talk about differentiation and positioning. Let us start our today's topic. So friends, first of all, let us understand what is product position. So the way a product is defined by consumers on important pair attributes. Just see the highlighted words. Place it occupies in consumer mind relating to the competing product. So there will be some product by the competition. Compared to that, how the consumer is perceiving your product, that is his mind is perceiving your product compared to the competitor, that is known as your positioning map. Just see this product position and understand through positioning map. Positioning map will show related to that particular attribute versus your competition how your product lies. Let us understand through it through a graph, and then this definition will be clear to you. See, we have taken two parameters. One is quality, one is price. Both of them are important parameters, and anyone who is buying something consider these two parameters in his purchase. So in this line what is happening is price is from lower to higher, so price is increasing as we go like this, and here quality is increasing from lower to higher, so quality increases in this way. Now three brands we have taken. Let us see their position and then we will discuss which is a good brand. So brand A, it lies here, high in quality and high in price also, so both are high. Then brand B, quality is low and price is also low. And then brand C, low price but high quality. So as a consumer, which will be the best brand for you? Definitely it will be brand C. In low price you are getting higher quality. So through positioning map we can easily tell and compare different brands. Brand C will be the best one, then A, and brand B will be last, because no one will like to buy someone which is of low quality. So whenever you want to study any market or any competition product, just draw this, place different brands and check. Now let us come to a very important topic, that which differentiation and positioning strategy should you choose. So there is a 5-step process for this. First of all, identify all the possible differences and advantages which are there. Make a list of them in step 1. In step 2, choose which is the right one for you. In step 3, select an overall positioning strategy. Step 4, develop a positioning statement, and in step 5, communicate it in all the mediums. Let us discuss all the steps now one by one. First is identifying possible value differences and competitive advantage. So what is competitive advantage? Competitive advantage means advantage over competitors which you gain by offering greater customer value. Now how can you give more value? Either by giving low price or giving more benefits at higher price. And there can be 4 major types of differentiation which can be given. First is your product differentiation. When we say product differentiation, means products are different and you are giving a better product. Second is your service differentiation. And if you are in service industry and you are giving better service, then you provide service differentiation. Third is channel differentiation. Sometimes what happen is the channel of distribution which you are using, means the dealer network, distributor network, retailer network, that is your key differentiation point, that is known as channel differentiation. And fourth is your people differentiation, where due to some maybe leadership, some person in hierarchy, you are getting overall advantage, that is known as people differentiation. So from all these parameters, choose and list various types of differences which are there. Just identify and make a list of them. Then move to step 2. What is step 2? From those lists, choose which is the right one for you. Now you will say how to choose. So one term which is very important in this is USP. USP of your brand, of your product, of your company is basically your unique selling proposition. Means what is unique in you? Why should someone buy you? Uniqueness can be anything. You are giving best quality, that is your USP. You are giving good price, that is your USP. For example, for Domino's, its service is the USP, that it delivers the pizza in a very fast time. For someone it will be that it is giving the best experience, that can be USP. So anything which is unique for you, which distinguishes from competition, that is known as USP. Now which difference should you promote? Not all differences are worth promoting. Difference which you should promote should have these 7 features. Number one, it should be important. You should not promote any very such kind of advantage which is a hygiene sort of thing. So if you will say I am giving good quality is something which everyone should give, what extra you are doing? So that is not an important difference. Second, it should be distinctive. Distinctive means it should be different from others. Third, it should be superior. You should be better than the competition in that particular chosen point. Fourth, it should be communicable. You should be able to communicate it. So when you say that our quality is this or we have best raw material, you can communicate it. But if it is a technical difference, for example in washing machine you are saying that our machine has the highest speed of 1000 rpm in this much kilowatt hour, for a household wife it will be very difficult to understand. So such kind of difference you should not promote. So difference should be communicable. Fifth, it should be preemptive. Preemptive means it should be different from competition. Clearly different, distinct advantage should be there. Sixth, affordable. You are giving some differentiation, but due to that, if cost is increasing and a consumer cannot afford it, then it is not of any use. So it should be affordable. And last, it should be profitable. Means consumer should gain. He should get good amount of profit in it. So basis these 7 parameters, choose what you want to promote. Once you have chosen, now we will see what is our positioning strategy. See, basis our price and basis the benefit, our positioning can lie in one of these quadrants quadrants which are there, not quadrants, these are 9 boxes. Out of that, any one our positioning will lie. So just see, 3 of them are red. Let us understand first of all how to read a box. When this box is there, what does this mean? Benefit is less, price is more. So now which consumer will buy to want to buy something that he is spending more price and getting less benefit? Second, he is getting same benefit in more price, this also no one will be interested. Third, same price less benefit, this also no one will want. So no one is wanting this red ones. This yellow one, same price same benefit, this is okay kind of situation, not something which will excite someone for the buying. Now green ones are the one which are something which a consumer will look forward to. Let us discuss. First of all, more price more benefit. Okay, you are giving me more benefits, paying price also more, okay, I can consider it. Same price more benefit, I will be more excited. Oh, price remains same and benefits are increasing, this is something good. Now move here, price become less, benefit are more, consumer will be more than happy. This kind of goods are something which once they come to market, everyone goes to buy them and they get stock out very easily. Why? Because more benefits are being given in less price. This is the best if we see a consumer's perspective. Then another 2 quadrants are there in which benefit is same, price is less. So this will be also okay thing, and both are less, another okay thing. So for a consumer, which is the best one? Definitely this one is the best. And which is the worst one which no consumer will like? This one, where he is paying more price and benefit is less. In fact, all these 3 red is something in which a consumer will never like to invest. So while choosing your positioning strategy, see that it lies in any of these 5 green boxes, and if it lies here, then it will be the best one. Now once you have chosen the positioning strategy, now it is time to write the positioning statement. A general format of positioning statement is write to what is your target segment, or mention your brand name, then what is your concept and what is your point of difference. Just for example, to males in the age group 20 to 25, our brand ABC is providing shirts better than competition. So you are telling to whom we are giving, what is your brand, what is your idea, and how it is different. Like this we define the positioning statement. Once you have defined the positioning statement, then you should ensure that the communication across all platforms is the same. So company's marketing mix effort must support the positioning strategy in same way. If you are going for print ad, if you are going for TV ad, if you are going for social media positioning, anywhere, same positioning strategy and same positioning statement should be there. That is how we define our positioning mix. So friends, these were 5 steps in which we do our positioning and our differentiation. Let us look at these 5 steps and revise them. First of all, what we need to do is we need to identify the possible value differences and competitive advantage. Once we have identified the pool, then we need to choose the right one, choose right competitive advantage. Once you have chosen, then choose the overall positioning strategy. While choosing the positioning strategy, just see that 9 boxes. You should always try that your box is there where price is less but benefit is more. Once you have chosen the positioning strategy, then develop a positioning statement, and once you develop a positioning statement, your communication in all the medium should be same. Friends, with this we come to the end of our today's topic, which was differentiation and positioning, and also we come to end of our 5th unit. So let us just revise. In 5th unit, which was delivering customer value driven strategy, we have done 3 videos. Video number 22, in which we talked about segmentation of market. Video number 23, which was about target market strategy, targeting, how to do targeting. And then today's video number 24, in which we spoke about differentiation and positioning. After this, friends, from our next video, video number 25, we will be starting our unit number 6, in which we will talk about product, services and brands. In case you have any feedback from our current unit or our current video, please write to us on midu.study@gmail.com or in the comment section. We will definitely work on it and incorporate it. If you are liking our content, please like our video, share it and subscribe to our channel Midu Study. Take care, friends, till then. Have a nice day. Thank you.